Okay. The game is much quieter. Let's see. Let's say hi to everyone before we start. Much more have we discovered of the Tlafri's machinations since the Thinkers and I did return from Garlemald. Verily, their troops doth appear to have been tempered in such the same manner as those engaged in the construction of the towering edifice in the capital. When Arnvald tried to free the Amalja held in the tower, it triggered some sort of alarm, and the captives were killed instantly. As such, we had no choice but to leave them in the clutches of the Jalafroi until means of rescuing them has been found. In the meantime, the summonings of lunar primals will continue, just as we must rely on the Grand Company of Eorzea to put down such entities and prevent any further abductions. So too do they rely on us to come through with our investigation. I miss the music. I miss the BGM. Okay, we have it, but it's pretty quiet. Oh, Stinging. I still liked him better with the mask on. Like, every face reveal has been kind of disappointing. Except for one. After the end of the Dragonsong War, I spent many a moon roaming Kugane, Radzathan, even Garlemald, but never Sharlayan. In all honesty, a nation populated entirely by bookish types like Alphino is not a place that appeals to me. I like that guy. Anyway, Alphinaud. I used to... Okay, how did I used to pronounce... I used to pronounce his name... Oh my gosh, I'm taller than him. It is very rare I find someone taller than me. I look at his singing. I'm kind of the same height as Garhadia. Yeah, I'm still shorter. And Alan, they're about to say. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I used to pronounce this guy's name as Alfinidad in the Realm Reborn until my dad came in and was like, "Oh, you're talking to Alphino? Blah blah Alphino. Blah 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 Alphino. Blah 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 Alphino. Alphino." I was like, "Oh, his name's Alphino. I thought it was Alfinidad." Anyway, so I got used to it. Sometimes they'll change, and I'll get used to the proper way. I have a feeling the journey to Sharlayan is going to be quite the test of your nerves in more ways than one. We'll miss this place while you're away. I just know it. But for now, the best thing you can do is get plenty of rest while we wait to hear from Crow. Oh yeah, what's up with Crow? Okay, Grahatia, what do you have to say? Not only do the members of the Forum intend to adhere to their long-standing policy of non-intervention, we made a point of sending Master Fortunaut here to explicitly state that fact. Rather than simply refusing to involve themselves in our affairs, it would appear they are actively trying to prevent us from meddling in theirs. That does, of course, make Kral's mission of securing our entry into Sharlayan nigh on impossible, but I am confident she'll find a way regardless. Cool. Ishtola. Those who were brought within close proximity of the towers are tempered into sailing Garlemald and forced to summon lunar primals with aether drawn from the land. Oops. But even having understood this, we are yet to uncover what the Jalafroi wish to achieve by all this. Are the towers purely for strategic advantage, or do they serve some other purpose? Whatever it is my father and the Forum are hiding, I'm determined to get to the bottom of it. Yes. Anyway. Okay, I feel like we're all cut up. Just a bit. Horse chestnut weapon. Crap. Chestnut. I don't like opening weapon coffers. Or just coffers in general. We don't know what it looks like. And I'm not changing the way my sword looks, so we're just not gonna open it with this class. I only have a few classes where I'm willing to change what my sword looks like, or my weapon, I mean. Oh, this is new music. I was not listening to all of that crap. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. Oh, I'm loving this music. Oh, it's good. Oh, I love it. I've since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past in apocalyptic. If I could read fine, if I could read without stuttering, this would be a much more enchanting scene. An apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their fates perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corrective aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered at least. But after what happened to our involved in Bordello, we need to be very, very careful about how to proceed. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telophoroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Venus Ye Galvez, the Crown Prince, and our dear friend. Sorry guys, water break. The warrior light needs to drink water too, you know. Alright. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed, and in troubling ways. During our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. It was an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it is safe to assume that these events too were orchestrated by the Telophoroi. If an army of primals is powerful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear that it is the only prelude to an even greater catastrophe. Okay, we need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly before our allies are overwhelmed. Oh, look, he's here. We'll find a way in Sharlayan, I am sure of it. Master Fulchernalt's comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The forum knows more than it is letting on. Sorry to interrupt, says Tataru. I have to read her stuff in an accent. We have just received word from Mistress Quile. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. Because for her name I have to read it. I was like, oh, this music. Oh, it's Endwalker music. Oh my gosh. You're to head to Limsa and board the next ship bound for Sharlayan. And on arrival, present yourselves to the associates of the Students of Validation, come to assist with the Order's restoration. Oh man, I love wine. What the heck? What is that? The arrangements may be settled, but what have your thoughts in this face at the prospect of returning home after so long? I'm eager to see it, of course. Of course. We should set up at once. Oh yeah, I'm getting pumped, guys. I forgot how to hide my jet. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. We need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. Thanks, Guitar. You're just the lollipop for the job. Here we go. I don't like that. Oh man. This is so exciting. I'm glad I'm streaming this. Woohoo! I'm excited. Okay, we're just gonna ignore. I'm gonna cut this part out. Cause all I do is jump and boop out of a tree. Merry Christmas. Oh, cool. Oh, cause it looks like icicles. I like her glam. That's Christmassy. Nice glam. I have high respect for glamours. Switch. Oh, her name's fun too. Okay, what do they have to say now? I like reading what they say between. Sea travel can be tedious, but I don't mind it. 'Tis a rare experience for most Ish guardians. I suppose so, Stingy. I never thought the day would come when I'd be sailing home again. Oh, his home is here too? It always seemed so very far away. Yeah, is it far away? Hey, Urianger. I used to also think his name was Urianger. Wait, no I didn't. No I didn't. It was just Alphina's name I messed up. I figured out this guy was Urianger. Maybe my dad spoke to me before, and I didn't mess it up. I started to think what manner of truth awaited us beyond the indigo deep. Still more do I dread the prospect of discussions long overdue. Okay. Contrary to what you might think, this will be like going home for me as well. Oh my gosh. I may have learned how to survive in Peninsula, but it was in Sharlayan where I was taught, quite relentlessly, I might add, the skills to properly live. How many of you spent time in Sharlayan? Stola. I might have lived in Master Matoya's cave for a good part of my life, but even for me, the thought of returning to Sharlayan, is am I the only one who hasn't been there yet? I can hardly imagine how it is for others who have lived most of their lives there. Yeah, so I think Estinian is like the only one. Yeah, and Alphina and Alize were born there. Well, not born. I think they're born in the other place. Idleshire. Though part of me looks forward to returning home, I have not forgotten that my father stripped us of the privileges of our family name. I hope it doesn't cause trouble with the officials upon our arrival. Yeah. What a grim reason to bring you to Sharlayan. Not much to be done about it, I suppose, but I would have liked to give you the grand tour under happier circumstances. No worries, Alize. Why must you stare at me? Okay. Tataru. Oh, what'd you say? Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Sharlayan should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Ah yes, we all have our suitcase. Bum bum ba-da, ba-dum ba-da. Man, I wish the music was louder, but then y'all won't be able to hear me. La la la! Okay. It's very busy. I love this game's music so much. Why do I look fuzzy?
We've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule. Or so I'm told.
Does he sound different? I can't tell.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth
Well, you
beginning to
stole
one's
something.
journey, at the very least.
I think I'm gonna turn up voice.
It's funny.
It's funny. Yes. It's funny.
Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
With his mentors? I'm trying to figure out who he's talking about. And now years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland with his mentor's grandchildren. Is he talking about himself or me as the street urchin?
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's winds are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock.
So he was talking about himself.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Sharlayan, Sir Estinian?
Yeah.
Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
Oh my gosh, no.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company.
Oh.
Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alf.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Oh, Tataru, okay.
Are you alright, Tataru? You seem...
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly.
Oh
I
wait,
think
that
it's
is her
lovely that they
accent.
get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
No worries, it's normal. Gosh. No sense worrying about the things we're powerless. I don't want to promise anything in case they die. No sense worrying about the things where you're powerless to change. Yes, I shall dispense wisdom instead of false promises. Here we go.
Well, that's hardly comforting.
Oh. Oh, hush.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before...
Oh, stay safe.
Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after... We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
I don't like how tiny their eyes are. Ooh.
We set the sail! All aboard for Sharlayan!
Okay. Wasser bitte. Ich liebe das Wasser. I didn't know so many people went to Sharlayan.
It's time.
It is time.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux.
I think that's a red silk.
In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice.
Pretty sure. It's been a while.
That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end.
2 years.
Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna turn up voice, guys, okay? Ah, we're going in the water.
And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Epic. Here we go. Yeah.
Here.
Feel. Think.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser.
I am an early
Though we're
bird.
hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt. Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Sharlayan should be coming into view at any moment.
Thanks, good idea. Much over often on all you say. Isn't this Heaven's Word music? Is this a dream? think I'm asleep right now. Who's that? Is that Idle?
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad.
Yay. From
Hear, feel, think.
oh, she's so pretty.
Face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
I can trust your words no longer. Yeah. Shadowbringer's kinda aroused my suspicion. I can't trust her anymore, but I don't want to let on about that. Why now, Idle? She's wearing the mask.
I believe you have your answer.
After your sojourn in the first, I believe you have your answer. What do you mean?
You have gained an understanding of what I truly am.
Yes.
What Eidolon has always been. A primal.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are a primal. Am I enthralled?
Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse, which threatened the ancient world. And I was brought forth to bind him.
Mm-hmm.
Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it.
If her power is diminishing, how come she can see me in physical form like this? Guys.
When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
I don't know whether to trust her anymore. Oh, they're awake. Morning.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
Yeah.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Afraid not.
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Where are the others? Oh, there they are.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen.
Oh, hush. I was awake before you, Tankard.
There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
Oh man, I need to turn this music up.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
No problem, no.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. I almost forgot how epic the MSQ was. Whew. So exciting.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas.
That is definitely an exile.
Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Hopefully. Oh, we did it. Let's go to him.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
I don't know, traveling sucks.
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
You know the movie The Last Unicorn? She sounds like the unicorn from that movie.
The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit.
Oh, whoops, I missed it.
Crown has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Immigration officer will ask your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scion. Okay, that's great. I've always wanted to be like a hero in disguise. I know we have many times
Volunteer.
in this game.
It might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. The immigration offices were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
Wow. I used to be a student here. I'm gonna go to this school IRL. If this was what college looked like, I would totally go to college. Well, I'm gonna go anyway.
Greetings.
Still.
We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Well, I doubt she'll be. Is she nice? Oh no.
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahat here of the students of Baldesion at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today.
Oh. I'm so nervous.
And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola Rule.
Oh, his name's Rue. Oh, I want to hear his full name. And his.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with a citizen registry kept in the main repository.
Oh, wow. So they don't accidentally mess up.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home.
Yay.
Now, who do we have here?
Scary.
Alphino Leveilleur.
Oh no.
And Alizé Leveilleur.
I probably should have changed their names.
Your applications have also been approved.
Having said that.
The streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation.
What is
Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
Wait, what does that mean?
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in there. An application was made in advance.
Please don't recognize me.
Name and occupation?
Oh my gosh. Artisan, champion viewers. Yeah, I don't want. Name and occupation. Yeah. I want to say artisan just because I'm Alphino's assistant. I'll be completely truthful. I don't want to.
An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea. And it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter.
Okay, this is why you don't lie, people.
And you, sir?
Justinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Scary.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Alphino's assistant. Bruh.
tell me. My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe
Why are
repercussions for your
Lollipops so
organization.
scary?
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Oh, she's so good at handling crap like that.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
Alright, that's her name.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
Oh, I love the new music, guys.
Oh!
Oh.
Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Is Sharlayan or Sharlayan?
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Okay, during the Heavens work, I skipped like half the cutscenes, and so I have like no idea. No idea like who Simeon is. Like I know who he is, but I just haven't spent time with him, so I don't know how he acts, his personality at all. Oh, that's funny. What do you have to say, bud? I am unaccustomed to fabricating lies on demand. Why should it matter how I earn my own living? Yeah, duh, you kinda fumbled. Here we are at last, the great city of Sharlayan. You may have noticed some similarities with the Crystarian myth. In fact, Oh, but we really should let Croyle have her say first. Oh my gosh. This man designed and built a city after this city, and then won't tell me. I don't see the similarities to the Crystarian honestly. I have to look for it. I guess the stalls, the way they're set up. Their voice is giving out some I don't see many similarities. Yours was good. I guess you like the domes. So you're referring to the architect or like just the main setup? That was about as awkward as expected. Still, we're here now, and that's all that matters. I'm fine, honestly. Better to be waved through with a stern warning than be not denied entry after all. Yes, precisely. Even along the years I spent in the first past here in a blink of an eye, the city feels untouched by time. You are doubtless eager to take in the sights, not to worry, Masaka. The city is not like to vanish before we finish our discussion. Or is it? Miage, last one. Allow me to extend unto thee my warmest welcome, Masaka. May the wisdom of my helmet aid us in our endeavors. Yes, quite. Here. Let's fix the sound. We like the BGM. We like the voice. I think that's what it is. Okay, I hope y'all can hear me over the music. I'm scared that y'all can't. Okay. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are boring bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. We're taking the coffer, guys, but we're not opening it. 30 minutes in, 27. 30 minutes in, right? That's good. Where's an hour? I'm just gonna look at the gear coffers in general. I thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Nausicaa and Estinian's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldish. They said it out loud earlier, but I forgot how they pronounced it. Annex. How does that sound? 'Tis a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Levieur's estate as such, but I should like to know what's around the neighborhood all the same. Make sure your dad doesn't get you. I am equally untethered, as it were. There's no particular place that I can call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of the old haunts might even yield up some useful gossip. The annex was west of the 8th floor Plaza, was it? I shall join you there anon. Right. We're going west after we attune. I too have places I would be remiss if not worth visiting forthwith. By our leave. What of you, Estidian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. He's pretty good at exploring. That won't be necessary until we reconvene. I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. Yeah, that sort of thing. But I could. Oh. I like their friendship. Well, Raha, would you like? Is that his name? Raha? Oh my gosh. Would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and it would be a perfect way to refresh those old dusty memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you will have me. Come, Nausicaa, Sharlayan awaits. It's strange to remember that this is where, his youth was, and then he built the city as a young man. Spent so many years and spent so many years in the first. Just working and building up and raising a child and so much, and this is he's coming home. Cry. Oh dear, his enthusiasm is infectious, isn't it? Wait, who's? Oh well. Grahatia. After you, my friend, I am more than content to leave. Grahatia is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave Grahatia behind by entering a different area using the 8th minute or by putting 2 minutes distance between you. You can also speak with Grahatia and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Grahatia accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While Grahatia will accompany you, try speaking with Clara. Follow me. Ha. Can you bounce? He's got a bouncy cat. Let's be on our way. Our first stop in New Zealand will be the last stand. There's a cafe. That is. Crow is now accompanying you. Lead your 2 companions to the last stand and speak with Crow, but does not. While you are accompanying, you may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. Entering the glowing area, speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Here, let's talk. I'm grateful to have Carl's help in reacquainting myself with the place. It's almost as if I'm seeing it all with new eyes as you are. Talk. Come on, let's head to the cafe. You know, the last stand is a name for a cafe. It's kind of weird. It's actually a very important part of the city. Well, it does have quite serious events. Oh well, at least the map side is all unlocked. Wait, should close here. Those berries are the most tasty fresh. I've never seen them before. They aren't dangerous, are they? Not at all. Very safe. Safe for uplanders and game to eat. Gabbies never lie. Those fellas are goody goods. I want to eat one. I'm hungry. Oh no, they're not. I'm allergic. Goodbye. What are those things? Oh, that's cute. Oh, I want to jump. Oh, darn it. Reminds me of this music. Gratia, what do you have to say? Now that is a sight one can hardly forget. The great statue, I can't look at it, the great statue of Saliak. As a student of Baldation, I was usually quartered on the Isle of Valhalla, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned my ship to the city. Quite nice. Here, I want to look at the statue while we talk about it, Carl, okay? This path leading up towards the sea is known as the Thaliak Stoa, the name for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Sharlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else, as when Thaliak was chosen as their patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment of principles as it were. They may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but their faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Sharlayans can and do worship the deity with movies of their choosing. Okay, so it's kind of like your state bird. They don't worship it, but they chose it as their symbol. That's quite nice. I want to go over there. I love these symbol ones for. I love mosaics. So am I seeing what is one here? Rome and Venice. Venice because of the water. So I guess it would be more Venice, like the streets were just made of water. Does this open? Does this open? Can you open? No! Do it won't let me in. Okay, fine. I guess we're not swimming. I wish the door would open. My bird is just flapping in Grahatia's face. Why does this remind me of Animal Crossing? Is this the music? Bam! Grahatia, do you have anything else to say? Now that is an inviting aroma. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry, guys. I need to eat breakfast. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Sharlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Arcan loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and taste a distant second. Okay guys, y'all may remember that during Shadowbreakers they did, Tatari made a loaf that was using a bread recipe from this place, and it tasted absolutely disgusting because all they added was stuff that would help like stimulate like, your brain while you're trying to study, and like give you energy, and then like they would worry about taste later, which is what she's repeating here. Like they're more about like how healthy it is than whether it tastes good or not. Okay? So that's what she's saying. There was one pupil at the stadium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. Wow. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, a sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Sharlayan, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in the Isle, otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the most impressive items on. They have burgers here? Not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself, because you were a typical Sharlayan when it came to cheap and convenient raha, but surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop when the time permits and sample the cafe's delight. Shall we press on the stairs to the side of the cafe? Will take us up to the Aetherite Plaza. I'm gonna eat, guys. I'm hungry. Oh, I like it. This is such a pleasant place. I wish this would be wallpaper for your house. First of all, I'm just stalking this person. Oh, why does it look like it's like the lunch trays at the private schools. I don't know what a private school is. I know what it is, I haven't been there, so I don't know what it's like. But I'm assuming it's fancy. Hey sir. As the final and substate only bastion of fine dining in Sharlayan, we guarantee a quality culinary experience found nowhere else in the city. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh look, see they're eating the bread, the yucky bread. Anyway. Hildois. The coffee here is to die for, but one cannot look past the charming tea set. I recommend you order both funds from your room. I'll keep that in mind. Hello, Mayaya. You must try the Zurich. It's amazing, best shared with a loved one, if you ask me. Aww. We'll talk to the rest of the people later. Oh, such chill music. Man, I would enjoy going to college here. I like your coat, ma'am. Oh, pretty. It looks like a mountain shop. May I do? Yes. It's so annoying when it doesn't like you too. Looking at you. Oink. Glad to talk. The Aetherite looks different now from how I remember. Uh-oh. Is it? Is it different? An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, it's perfectly functioning. Remember to tune yourself before you move on. 5 steps ahead of you, class. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason Sharlayan stands out at the forefront of teleportation technology. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water, chat. By the way, if you are watching / in my chat, I cannot. Oh, that person's dead. I cannot see your messages unless I tab out or see or witness your existence on my stream. Sharlayan stands on the floor. Okay, yeah. In deciphering the underlying principles of Algan Aetherites, it allows us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to the Agora, Sharlayan's largest marketplace. Gorhatu, do you have anything to say? Oh, the markets. I always did look forward to seeing what new wares they had on offer. So you do like shopping. Cool. Market board. Ooh, additional talking spots. Is she in the pot? She's just kneeling in the pot. I wanna kneel in the pot. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Ooh. Looks. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, is it mail? That looks like a letter. What is this place? Tell me. Fine. Go ahead, Tio. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Absolutely. Only a moment? How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I'll return here later. Don't worry, Gratia. You'll probably get to read some books before the world ends. Discuss the bookstores. These little open-air bookstalls are so uniquely Sharlayan. I'd always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. Oh wow. Since their culture loves books so much, it's like normal for them to just have knowledge splayed out for the world to see. For free, no less. Are you a guard? Oh, okay. Wait. Wait, so that's a minion. I thought it was like a scholar and a sage at the same time. Anyway. Go ahead, Tia. Talk. Anything worth cracking my coin purse for today, I wonder? Oh my gosh, he used to being the expert. Welcome to the Agora, or Agora, where you can find wares made in Sharlayan, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practices have thankfully died out for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? Oh my gosh, crowd, I love it. On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, then climb up the stairs to that imposing building at the very top. Material molder, material supplier, gemstone trader. Oh, okay. Can you die here? Go ahead, Dia. It's a fascinating experience to walk around the city and contrast my image of the past with the reality of the present. I bet it would. I wonder if what his weapon does when he opens it. When he withdraws it? Dude. That's it. I thought it was gonna like open and like glow. I think I can beat people with it. Oh my gosh. What? Okay, white mage. How'd you get so far? I don't know, man. I got a chocobo and did some music currents and then I could fly. Dang, that was bad time. Where am I supposed to go, guys? Oh, follow the path north. Right. Thought we were supposed to meet west. Because we will in a second. Well, that's happening. Oh, beautiful. Why is this like my dream island? Like as a kid, if I made up a palace, it was white marble with nature all around it and blue. I'm not too sure about the gold, but it was like definitely like pink and blue and had like trees and it was marble. Oh, it's a bird. Oh, I love this place. This is like my paradise where when I wrote books, like, or if I wrote about a palace, like this would be what the palace looked like. I didn't think of the ocean. Oh my gosh. Oh, this place. I'm gonna stand on the top so somebody's fighting. Wow. Don't come up here, I'm just fighting. Oh. Hey, Sinette, what do you have to say about this place? This is the Nymphaeum, a monument built in tribute to water spirits known as the Nymphae. Seems rather fitting for a city that erected a towering statue of the ruler of rivers, Sharlayan, no? Oh, I love the symbolism. Oh, spider! Oh, I'm in the water. I'm sorry. God, yeah. Wow, get out of the water. Oh my gosh. Hey, Zuri, are you like a caretaker here? Tell me. Oh, there. No, because surprised I know you in London. Well, you shouldn't be. You're practically a living legend. Thank you. What are you reading? Oh, is that Japanese? That is totally Japanese. Up and down, right to left. Oh, cool. Have fun, man. I like that guy. I'll talk to him again later. That's so kind of him. Crow, what do you have to say? Let's just talk. The buildings we're looking for sits on top of the stairs to the north of the 8th right. Just keep walking up and you'll reach it eventually. The district we're passing through is called Arkham's Farm, a name which honors the 7 individuals whose contributions were instrumental in the founding of Sharlayan. It is the city's political and financial center. It also hosts a collection of research institutions. Yes, okay, so it hasn't changed. You don't come into the circle just because it's bothering you that you're outside. Okay, discuss the water features. This is the museum area dedicated to the blessings of water. For Sharlayan's water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows from Sharlayan's fine Ur. That's Ur names like picture. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city, and a propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. Is it snowing? Is it ashfall or is it snow? Okay, get in the circle, get in the circle. Okay. These little decorated features are typical of sure. Oh, that's great. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters, the Isle of Isle rather simple and rustic by comparison. Right, remember how I said like this was like my dream house, like the blue and the white marble and the water everywhere and the plants hanging several places? I also envisioned like it glowing a ton and like crystals everywhere, so that's like the only difference. The crystals and like I had like floating lamps in my imagination. Oh, it's so beautiful. There's so much detail in this game. Like, I appreciate the fact they put that crap in this game. Whoever makes this game, thank you for making that crack in the tile. I love it. I am grateful for its existence. Wow. Hello, may I? Let me in. Jeez, what is your purpose? Goofy. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna edit the stream just because I want to have like the whole experience saved. Wow. Are any of my friends alive? No, they're all dead. Okay. What else? Did you change your... an invigorating breeze. A touch biting perhaps, but nonetheless. The name refers to the original public platform elected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. What's distracting me? I'm that one's bored. My apologies. One second. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. Yes, it is quite breathtaking, isn't it? The vista put me in my arrival first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Sharlayan. Bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, a Crystarium. I can almost see a second. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the councilors would object to simply enjoying the such memories should be treasured. Now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named journey's end. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Hey, Athalie, what do you have to say? This is the rostrum where the forum convenes. What? Do you wish for a tour? Enter and speak with one in charge of this. Thank you. We're gonna leave. Oh crap, I messed up. Hey Zula. Hey Zula. My Zula. My. Sorry, my friend, I lost his name. Get back here. I'm totally not stalking you, by the way. I'm just taking a picture. While we're staring at him with Mars. That is a nice glam after all. Take care. Thank you. Will do. Goodbye. Okay. I wonder if Zula means anything. Why, hello there. May I follow you? Kind stranger? Don't fall down the stairs. Goodbye. There she goes. I hope she has fun. She seemed too deep in thought to talk to me. This neighborhood is home to the highest echelons of Sharlayan society. I never did feel comfortable enough to wander the streets on alone. Should I be worried about that? We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Arkan Nyungkrept built their first home. In the present day, it serves as the residential district for the most important officials of the oldest Sharlayan families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from the House Levier. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance from the time being. With that, we bring our little Sharlayan tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be entertaining and enlightening experience. Now, shall we head directly to the Baldation? Thanks. You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, across the bridge to a right, then follow the path below the Averite Plaza. Head down towards the harbor, across the bridge to a right, follow the path below the Averite Plaza. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna try to do this without pulling up my map. Yeah, let's zoom all the way so I don't cheat using the map. We're gonna head down to the harbor. Good discussion about the spot, my friends. Oh yeah, what do y'all have to say? Talk. Have I tired you out with all this walking? Not to worry, I have rooms prepared for you in the annex. Just follow the path to the west side of the Averite and we'll be there in no time. No worries, I don't get tired very easily. Oh, the good old annex. I used to mark them whenever I had business in the city proper. Like the time when I came to submit the thesis for my Arkham qualifications. What was that about? I forgot what. I think we talked about that in the earlier MSQ. Archon Secrets. Oh yeah, so there's Alizé. Discuss journey's end. Sharlayan is full of educational and research institutions, but there are still professors who prefer to establish their own private practices. Not that I ever attended the exclusive schools they run in these residences. Perhaps the twins could tell me more about them. Discuss journey's end. I'm gonna drink some water, guys. Right. We crossed this bridge here, as I recall. Stick to the path and be careful not to end up back at Aetherite Plaza. We crossed the bridge here, as I recall. Stick to the path and careful not to end up at Aetherite Plaza. Yeah, down towards behind across the bridge. To your right, then follow the path below the Aetherite Plaza. Below. Wait, this is also considered below, is it not? Oh, the arrow? Sorry guys, I cheated. I looked at my mini-map and it has an arrow. So this is below Aetherite Plaza. I love the way they decided to help it, because normally when you discover a new place, like, you get lost really easy. There! You get lost really easy, and so I'm glad, like, the way they made it, and now it's also fun. You don't get lost, and then you get to learn the city. And also be a nerd. Talk. Okay. Okay, it's the same stuff. It hasn't changed this. Wait, am I already attuned to this? Oh, darn it. We probably passed, like... Yes, we... Oh, man. We passed, like, 5 of those. I could have been already attuned. This is it, the Baldatian Annex. Nice. As the joy of look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldatian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive on the doorstep of Phenomenon. But I think we've explored enough for today. I can do what I want. We can take you there another time. Inside with you then. Oh, I guess I don't have a choice. I must go inside. This has been very oceany themed. Why are there so many Lalafels? I'm back and I brought Nausicaa and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello Graha, it's nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Nausicaa. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika Tsunjika. It's been an age. Allow me to introduce Ojika Tsunjika, Administration Officer for the students of Baldation. Baldasan, maybe? Baldasan. Well, I'm just gonna call it Baldation. He oversees the day-to-day businesses of the Annex. You may recall meeting his cousin Ijika? No, I don't. Oh yes, Eureka. I have read the initial reports. Quite a shocker to hear what's become of the Isle. Do take care if you have the opportunity to join the expedition. Yeah, I didn't finish it. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Sharlayan. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the Annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the Isle itself, vanished, the Annex has served as our base of operations. And yet it feels so empty, so many lost to us. Our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. Is this spoilers for the Eureka craft that I haven't done? But first we must ensure the Telephoroi fall. Why are you talking about this? in front of him. Through that door on the left is the main hall where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is, you probably have time to rest before our discussion begins in earnest. And we're just gonna ignore that guy now, I guess. I've had private quarters prepared for you and Anvon, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap rooms, perfect for an afternoon doze. Silly kitty. Catnap. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impressions. The chambers are quite well appointed, far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. It was simply that we were so often busy with our research or exhausted from journeys abroad, we would slip into the Andron just to steal a few winks. And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Why, thank you. Hopefully, we just ignore him. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Sorry guys. I'm gonna drink some more water. Ich habe das. People. People. I wonder if the door we can just walk out of. Yes, automatic. Such heavy marble doors. Kyle, lean tall. Puffy head. Go ahead, Dee. What do you have to say to me? Do you have papers pasted on the walls of your room? It is not unusual for occupants to pin up the notes and documents or such, forget to take them when they went on their merry way. Sometimes it was quite deliberate though. You might see complaints addressed to other members or a thank you card for the engrossing literature someone left behind. Oh, beloved traditions that I should know better than to dwell upon. If we are to create a future for the students of Valdition and so many others, we must look to the days ahead. Well, I understand, but I still enjoy your stories, Baha. Wait a minute. Nothing. Is that what that is? Exarchic sword? No, the shield. Hydurium shield. I wonder if that's what you get when you open the coffer. The weapon coffer. Clean sheets and warm blankets, wait, rest as long as you like. Oh, quite nice. Oh, I like these chairs. I like these little globes of light. Oh, what cute pots. Wow. And crystals. Was ist das? Wasser? Man, I hope these all become furniture items. Oh, it's a washing sink. Comfy feather bed. That does not look comfy. The unending journey. Yes, it does not quite have an end. But I am walking to the end. Ooh, orchestration. These gemstones. Look at this lamp. Is it a lamp? What is this? Quite interesting. Alchemy. Books. Toy chest. Look good. Oh, do you have papers plastered to the wall? Yes, scribe, apparently you do. Wow, look at that. What is that? Guys, should I end it here? Should we lay down in the bed and then... This is wood. It's bamboo. This is just marble. It's hard to tell. Anyway, should we? the clock. Maybe old Sharlayan, new to you. Okay, I'm gonna time it out, guys. Okay, I'm back. Hello to the one viewer. I'm not too sure if I should end stream or not. Oh, so that's how you move the camera. Okay. Here, I think we're gonna continue. Oh, I like that lamp. Why are there so many giant crystal things everywhere? Like, I've seen like 5 at least. It's like one of those I Spy books, and they're like, how many crystals do you see? All of them. Welcome back, Nausicaa. Ready for a nap? No. Sleep is for non-streamers. Let's go ahead and go inside. Oh. Wow. I like these flowers. They look like little blue bottles. I can put one in my hair, but I can't. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, there's a person there. What are these? Wow. Wow. I can see. Wow, these artworks. This is the type of art I want to make one day. Wow. It looks... I feel like I know these places. Cupel! Cupel, Cupel! This is about how the Moogles fell to the earth in the sky and Cupel King. Moogles. Not the Cupel King, the Moog. Ooh, what's this? Oh, map. Map of Othard and Hidden Gashi. Source. World map of the first. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I still gotta turn that in. My summoner is in level 8 yet, though, so I can't. Okay. Is that a kangaroo? Did I see a kangaroo? The first. What was I looking at? I was looking at the first. The kangaroo? No, it's one of those things. What are they called? Wait, I don't have the mount unlocked. Crap. What's it called? I'm drawing blank. They're the things from the first wife, isn't it? Where are its wings? I forgot what they're called. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though, right? Ooh. I haven't looked at the maps before. Wow. Somebody put a lot of work into this. It's like the way they get the image for the game is they draw it, right? Or at least program it. Wow. Lovely. Anyway. What do you have to say to McCloud? Feeling refreshed and alert, our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Are they talking in this cutscene? I like it when they speak. Oh, hey, Leonze.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
Uh-oh. How come?
It's fine, Oriange. We're all here now.
Okay.
Let's get down to business then, shall we?
Okay. Wonder what he was delayed with.
Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see 2 paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal.
Fruition? I thought it was fruition. 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 I thought it was fruition. Okay. Yeah.
The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois.
Their grandfather.
Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous.
Wow. Uh-oh.
Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
What other more pressing duties?
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
True. Good point.
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it.
I like her collar has a little heart.
As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian.
Oh, Baldessian. What was I saying it earlier?
Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things.
Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown.
Wait, what's that?
The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavner.
I love how I noticed it right before she pointed it out. Like, hey, that's different.
Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning...
Why are we all shocked?
In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with this.
Uh-oh, scary.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition. One, 'tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
Ooh. Since they're alchemists, maybe they have...
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of...
Oh, yeah.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, and having you join the group heading to Thavner with...
Thavner.
But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnerian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
Yeah, we got this.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Can we do episodes? Let's split up.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course! The more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavner.
Okay.
Thoughts? Objections?
There's always that one character.
I passed through
MSQ.
Thavner on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then.
Person
So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of... Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove
fruitful. Fine. I'll take it. Oh my gosh, there's two. I'm getting programmed at over there. So back to Thavner. Had I known earlier, I would have considered more suitable attire. Oh, yeah. I still don't understand how the boat could be unanimous. What could possibly convince them all to turn their backs on Eorzea? If the Forum is intent on concealing its intention, then the cursory investigation will avail little, I suspect. So dig deeper with the greatest of care. Okay, so they're going adventuring, the boys, and then us nerds over here are gonna go find out, do politics. Okay. Okay. Alright. I think I'm done streaming for today. Or at least done doing MSQ. I'm gonna end stream, maybe do a little stuff real quick, some dailies, do some Aetherites, or like do mini Aetherites I forgot to do, explore a bit, talk to my non-existent friends, and then go and edit the stream. I don't think there's much to edit, or at least I don't really want to edit much of it, because one, I'm lazy, and two, I don't want to leave out anything that might prove to be important later on, like some vital bit of information, so I can go back and watch the stream and find out what I missed, or what I forgot. Sound good? I know there's one person watching, because I tapped out, so I hope you have a good day, and I'll be back maybe tomorrow. Whenever I stream, it's going to be around the same time as this. But maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, today's Saturday. May or may not stream on Sunday. But it is winter break, so I do have a lot of free time on my hands now. And we'll be working on streaming / my animations. So, have a nice day. I'm going to go ahead and tab out and then stream. Goodbye!